Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Today we are talking vanilla. I have 3 different kinds of vanilla fragrances here for you. They're Arabian perfumes and they are perfect for the spring season. If you're interested, please keep watching. Hey friend, welcome back. I hope that whenever you're watching this today, you're doing well. And I also hope that this video can bring a little bit of joy to your day. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey like this video. I sprinkle in bits of lifestyle here and there. And in every single video, I encourage you. So if that sounds good to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so today's video is going to feature 3 absolutely gorgeous vanilla perfumes that are not going to wear heavy or become cloying during this season, where in some places it can feel warmer. The first fragrance I have here, I feel like it's a classic at this point. This is Haramain's Janoon Noir. This perfume is not only an incredible fragrance, it smells so good. It is also an amazing performer. The longevity on this is crazy. This lasts 8+ hours easily for me. So I love the fact that I get my money's worth with this perfume. It smells like an expensive niche fragrance and it gives me performance and longevity. It's so good. So I would say this is about like a moderate projector. I can build it up if I overspray to be more than moderate and project at more than an arm's length for the first several hours. However, the longevity is what I really enjoy about this fragrance. It's gonna stay on the entire day for me. Not to mention, the scent is so beautiful. I find that this fragrance can sometimes be polarizing. So if you don't enjoy the original Xerjoff Dama Bianca fragrance, then you probably will not enjoy this one. However, if you're a fan of Dama Bianca and just how unique it smells, you're going to love having this as either a backup for you or something that takes the place of that fragrance. It smells so gorgeous. This is one of the only fragrances I have that has that citrus that's at the top of this, that kumquat note, and I feel like that's what makes this fragrance absolutely unique. I've not smelled anything like it. I also love how this fragrance feels fresh and clean. It feels musky, it feels a little bit powdery, like it has this chalky creaminess to it, and overall it's just very refined and very sophisticated. There is another inspired version of Dama Bianca that I want to try, and I'll probably try that in the near future. However, this one right here is pretty spot on with some nuances, and I've talked all about it in a previous video, so I'll go ahead and link that video for you here. This is Janoon Noir by Haramain. The next vanilla I have for you is a more fruity vanilla. So with this one, vanilla shares the spotlight with some fresh and juicy notes at the top. This is Lattafa Gharam. So this one is inspired by Bachiami by Bulgari. And I do feel like this is a very lovely inspiration. However, as I've talked about before, I feel like this one is a little bit lighter and fresher feeling. It feels subtly green and definitely more fruity than the original fragrance. So that makes it perfect for springtime. It's very fresh feeling, very juicy in the opening especially. It smells expensive, it's very close to the original, and it doesn't break the bank. And this one is also very versatile. So I love that this one can be worn in a variety of different settings. Oh, it just smells so fresh, juicy, and that green, that subtle greenness definitely comes through. It feels like a white floral that is very fresh. So that flower has just bloomed. That's what this smells like. And it's surrounded by some gorgeous fruits. So in my opinion, this is definitely a lot fresher feeling, a lot more fruity, a lot more aquatic and just juicy than the original fragrance. I feel like the original is a little bit denser and thicker and even sweeter than this one right here. So for this one, because it has all of those light and bright and fresh aspects, it is perfection for springtime. Now, while this one doesn't have a vanilla on the dry down, it has a praline and a sandalwood, and it definitely gives a vanillic feel on the dry down. So I feel like it's creamy and it's sweet and very reminiscent of a vanilla, which provides a really nice foundation for all of those other fresh and juicy and fruity notes. I have not gotten to wear this one a ton because I've been enjoying Khadlage's version, Nafe's Shark, but this is one I definitely want to start wearing more this spring because I would recommend it to anyone. I think it's a beautifully done fragrance. This is Lattafa Gharam. So this last one I threw in here for those of us that love gourmand fragrances, but our climate or the current weather patterns have not allowed us to truly enjoy those fragrances. This next fragrance has those very sweet and edible notes and accords, but it feels very fluffy and airy and gives all of those sweet feels without feeling cloying or dense or overwhelming. This is Maison Soiree by Gulf Orchid. This is a fragrance I would highly recommend to any and everyone because not only does it smell incredible, it is a stellar performer. I'm talking more than an arm's length of projection, and it lasts forever on the clothes. It is a wonderful performer. Now, it might be because my bottle is definitely matured at this point. I've had this for well over a year, and if that's the case, I think it's well worth the wait. But I also feel like I loved the performance on this one just as much when I first got it. So I'll link a video where I talked all about this fragrance here for you, so you can go and hear some of my initial thoughts on this fragrance when I first received it. Maison Soiree is the perfect vanilla fragrance. There are some caramel accords in here. It's sweet. There's a little bit of a fruitiness in here, a little bit of florals in here, some woods. I love the double dose of vanilla in this fragrance, vanilla at the top and at the base. And then I also love the sticky sweet praline and the toffee notes at the top of this fragrance. There's a crisp green apple and a plum at the top as well. At the mid, there are gorgeous florals, ylang ylang. You have some white florals, heliotrope, and there's some lavender. At the base, we have some more sticky sweetness with that caramel, some woods, and then ambergris, which is a note that I find can be very intoxicating depending on the fragrance. So Soiree is the perfect vanilla for spring because it's not cloying, it's very fluffy and light feeling, even though it has a lot of sticky sweet and what I would consider dense notes. There's a double dose of vanilla, there's toffee, there's caramel, there is a praline note, but none of those notes are heavy feeling. This, for some reason, has always felt extremely light and fluffy to my nose, and I still feel like that about it today. Yes, I still feel like this is so light and fluffy. And then on skin, I get that lavender. That lavender definitely is pronounced on skin. I don't pick it up a ton when I spray this on clothes, but on skin, you definitely pick up that touch of lavender. Oh my goodness, this vanilla is just so good. You definitely pick up sort of that crumbly crispiness of the toffee mixed with those sticky sweet notes. And I feel like this fragrance might feel so fluffy because of the double dose of vanilla that's in it. Yes, so on skin is when I feel like you get the florals, you get the touch of lavender. There are more nuances that I get more on skin than I do in the air or on clothes. In the air and on clothes, it's more of a fluffy vanilla, but on skin is when you can pick up on those nuances. I would highly, highly recommend this fragrance because not only does it smell light enough and bright enough to wear this spring and even in the summer if you so choose, but it performs incredibly well. It is incredibly long lasting and it provides a very impressive projection for several hours. This is Maison Soiree by Gulf Orchid. All right, friend, thank you so much for watching this video. I am so glad that you stuck around till the end. If you did, if you found it helpful, enjoyable, entertaining, don't forget to give it a like on your way out. That helps my channel continue to grow and reach other fragrance lovers. Also, if you're here and you love fragrance content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. And before I go today, I just want to remind you that you are incredibly unique and you are a light. There is purpose for your existence and there's a purpose on your life, and you get to go on a journey and discovering exactly what that is. So each and every day that you wake up is an opportunity for you to uncover and get closer to walking in your purpose. So don't let anything or anyone derail or discourage you today from walking in your unique light and uncovering your God-given purpose. As always, I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!